Now at 6, for the first time, we're seeing the dash cam video from a deadly police chase that started in Coconut Creek and ended in Margate. The video is raising troubling questions about whether the police violated their policies in conducting the chase that left an 18-year-old woman dead. CBS 4's Jim DeFede joins us now with details. What have you found out, Jim?
Elliot, you know, what we found out is that when CBS News requested the dash cam video last week, we had been tipped off that Coconut Creek police may have engaged in an improper chase. Those officers have now been reassigned as the family of the young woman prepare for her funeral this weekend. Shortly after midnight on Friday, December 1st, an older model Buick is racing west on Sample Road. At least 3 Coconut Creek police cars are in pursuit. A short time earlier, a Coconut Creek police officer had spotted the car sitting in the parking lot of an apartment complex. The officer said he approached the car and saw the driver was holding what appeared to be a jar with marijuana inside. The driver of the car sped off, and the officer gave chase. As the other officers joined in, they attempted a rolling roadblock, which failed as the car made a U-turn on Sample. The Buick then turned south on Rock Island. Although the posted speed limit was either 35 or 40 miles per hour, the speed of the police cars were in excess of 70 miles per hour, with the cars often not using either lights or sirens. After several miles, the Buick spun out of control and slammed into another car. As officers arrived, it was evident the seriousness of the crash.
Hey, talk to me. What's her name?
Abby.
Abby. Abby.
The driver, Priest Ducton, was dazed but responsive. The passenger in his car, Abigail Espinoza, was in far worse shape.
I don't know if we should pull her out or what. Abby, hang in there, all right? We're going to get you out of here.
When paramedics arrived, the officers yelled for them to move faster.
Extrication, we got to get her out.
She needs to go ASAP. Guys, we need an extrication on her ASAP. She might just stop breathing right now.
Ducton, who is 19 and has a previous arrest for marijuana possession, was able to get out of the car and walk on his own power. As paramedics pull Espinoza from the vehicle and wheel her to the ambulance, Ducton seems oblivious, either still in shock or not wanting to look at the dying teen. The day after the crash, Espinoza's family visited the scene, obviously heartbroken. Espinoza's cousin Cindy said the family was devastated.
She was 18. She just graduated high school this year. She was really fun, always happy. It doesn't seem real. I've been waiting all day for a text from her that I'm never going to get again.
The family said they are still looking for answers.
It's like a part of us left us. Things won't be the same.
Now, Margate police are still investigating the crash, and so far no charges have been filed against the driver of the car, Priest Ducton. But he certainly could be facing a series of felonies.
And Jim, you said the chase may have violated departmental policy. What do you mean?
Well, I've got the policy right here, and what it basically boils down to is you are not supposed to engage in a high-speed pursuit unless it involves a violent felony. Simple possession of marijuana would not. Now, I spoke to the police chief late tonight, and what he's saying is that it is a gray area where if you have an impaired driver, for instance, a DUI driver, do you engage in a chase or not? Obviously, if you engage in a chase, you're making an impaired driver have to go faster and make bad decisions, and it can result in that. So they're going to review it.
Jim, what do we know about these officers?
Well, that's what's really raising some questions here, because a number of these officers who were involved in this chase, we have been told, were involved in a similar incident about 1.5 years ago, where they were involved in a high-speed pursuit against departmental policy, and they were supposed to receive a 5-day suspension according to their supervisor, but it was knocked down to a 2-day suspension. And so there are some people within the department who believe that a permissive attitude regarding this sort of behavior has been allowed to fester, and we're looking into that as well.
Okay, I look forward to your follow-up reports. Jim DeFede, thank you very much.